Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you're in. You'll have to excuse me. I've still got this this cold, this bit of a croaky throat. So I'm just waiting for YouTube to catch up, and it looks like it's caught up. I'm going to make this hangout. I'm not going to keep you hanging around for too long, basically, even though it's a hangout. But first off, if you've come across this video and you're looking to get into binary option trading, then in the comments below this video, if you're watching the broadcast, you'll find some links of people that you can join under. Okay, but carry on watching this hangout about the best way to trade binary options, because I think I'm about to blow your socks completely right off. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get stuck straight in. Okay, so share the screen, and what I'll do is I'll just check on the hangout that you've actually got my screen and it's broadcasting. Let me know if you can hear me okay, that the voice is coming through and that you can hear me loud and clear. We've only got what, 17 people, 13 people watching this at the moment. So if you wouldn't mind giving the thumbs up, yes, we can see you. Fantastic. Thanks for that, Mike. Now, what I want to do is I want to take you straight over to Zukul, okay? And I can tell you as a founder, I'm going to tell you towards the end of this video when you're going to get access to the new bot, okay? The new improved bot. So as you can see here, I'm running a live bot, okay? Started on the 10th of October. It's now the 11th of October. It was started at, what, 10:30 last night. And it's been running since then till now. And as you can see, let me just refresh the screen. I like to refresh the screen, see if we've lost or made any money. So we got $78.17. So I'm just going to write that on the board, if I may, because we're going to come back to the board in a moment. So $78.13. We'll keep that in our mind there. Now, I've got some other bots here. I've got a bot here. Obviously, we've had the bot off. If those of you that know, we've got this notice to say that your bots are disabled at the moment, which is the case. It's only my account that's not. I've got 3 other bots that I started here, okay? More or less the same time. Haven't done any trades, okay? Haven't done any trades. So obviously the chart's not been that great. But look at this, the goal reached, okay? These are demo bots that I set up. This one's $27.20, $239.21. $8.03 on 104.48. Okay, as you can see, they've all reached their goals. And if you look here at this one here, 239, and I'm going to write this down as well. So it's 239.21, and the goal was where are we? The goal was on that particular bot $20. Okay. $20, and you're going to probably wonder why. How is it that I wanted to get to $20, but yet it went to 239. This one at the bottom here, if you can see, that one says 104.48. Okay, and the goal for that one was $50. Okay, $50. That was the goal. And then the one at the top there was $20. The goal when it got to 27. So I'm not going to bother about that one. Okay, and that one is $8, and I'm going to write that one down because I think that one's important to explain what happened there. 803 it got to, but the goal, it's obviously said it reached the goal, but the goal was $10, and I'll tell you why that stopped. Okay, so let's come back to the live active bot. So here my goal is $20 on that one. Okay, so the goal is $20, and it's still trading. As you can see, it's still going. I've got it set for 72 hours. And really, it's the hours are not really that important, to be honest. It's the goals that you set. So let me just show you some new things that we've got going on. And before I do that, I want to take you over to, this is our development document, okay? And as the programming gets done, as you could see, Danny, and you'll see this is the person who added it. So Danny obviously added stuff himself, okay? And then, but as the programming gets done, it gets striked out to say it's done. So now he's working on the moving stop loss for strategy C. Okay, it wasn't quite working for strategy C. He's also working on moving increasing compound. Okay, and there's a whole little formula here that's to do with that there. So he's working on that now. And if I go to the archives, As you can see, he's done all the jobs set by, look, binary bot, set by Jeremy, set by Jeremy. These are all moved to archives. That means that he's done all these jobs, okay? And there's a ton of it. There's a ton of work there. They're striked out. I unstrike them out as I check them, to be honest, to make sure they're all done. But as you can see there, there's a ton of work that's been done on the binary bot on top of the original spec. The reason why I'm showing you that is it's on top of the original spec. Now, what is a spec? A spec is a specification. It puts into words what I do as a trader and what Darren does as a trader, puts it into words so that a programmer could then put that into programming language and to develop our robots. So let me show you setting up a robot. Now, I'll just load this screen. Now, what I want to say is what I'm about to show you, I'm not recommending you set up a bot, okay? This is not a recommendation for you to set a bot up. I purely want to show you the settings. So I'm not even going to go into much detail on how these strategies and everything work. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in here, I'm just going to pop in $100, okay? And this bot, this is not what I'm recommending you do, okay? Because we're going to be doing videos to show you how to set your bot up to get the maximum profit. But we'll be doing that as of sort of tomorrow onwards, okay? So I'm just going to choose this asset at the top, not because I like it, not because it's a good chart, not because but I purely want to choose something just to show you what we got. So first off, I'm going to choose the formula. The strategy, sorry. Then I'm going to choose the formula here, or the formula's this one. Beg your pardon. We'll put some text under these probably. I'm just going to choose that one. I don't care whether this is going to get in a profit or loss or anything like that. I've got profits, losses, and things like that. I'm not really interested in that. But what I want to do is I want to show you something. Okay. Let's just see if I can. They're all green. That'll do. Right. So again, this is not something I'm recommending you do like I've just done, like this on the fly. Okay. And this is not a lesson in showing you this is the bot you want to set up. Okay. This is purely to show you what we've got, the new tool. So I'm going to select that. You get this pop up. Okay. And I'm going to call this Hangout 1. Okay, so we got Hangout 1, which we know it's not a bot. Whether it loses or wins, I have no idea. It's probably not going to do that great because I've not gone into setting it up. So first off, you'd have a calendar here, okay, that you could set a time in the future. So I could set this for the 12th, and then it'll ask me for a time. So I might say 3 o'clock in the morning, which I'll do. Then I'm going to put in here, I want it to run for 72 hours. Okay, it's got my algorithm and all that sort of stuff. Now here, these 2 boxes here, it says budget and profit target. Budget is what you're prepared, and I'll come to the board in a moment to tell you about the budget. Your budget is what you're prepared to lose if the bot is not successful. Okay, so it's a bit like a stop loss, if you like. So if you say I want to trade with 100, but if the bot doesn't make any profit and it loses that 100, I'm okay with that. Okay, so you can set whatever figure you want that you feel comfortable in there. Okay, I shall tell you what I tend to do, but the next thing I do is you set in a profit target where you'd like your bot to get before it starts banking your money. Now, you don't want to choose too small of a figure, okay? And again, I'm not going to tell you what figures to choose, but I'm just going to pluck randomly 20. Now, you can see once you put a figure in there, you get this smart compound. Okay, which is the tool that Danny's working on right now. It's partly working, but not 100%. But the smart compound, I'm going to come over to the whiteboard in a minute and show you what that smart compound is. This is my first bet. And then I want to bring your attention to this stop loss. I'm going to write it on the board so I don't forget it. Stop loss level. Okay, stop loss level. So I'm going to choose in here. You've got a percentage from 5% up to 80%. I'm going to choose 50. And then this is your candles, okay? Whether you want the last 15 candles is the period and what you want the deviation to be. I'm not going to explain what those mean in this presentation, okay? This is purely to show you how easy it is to set up a binary option trading bot. And if you want to get access to this, carry on watching this video because I'm going to tell you how to get access to it. And I'm also going to be telling the founders how they're going to get access to it. Okay, right. So I'm actually going to change that. Why not? Let's play with it. Let's play. I'm going to put in there too. That'll do. Okay. So all I'm going to do then is click start my bot. I get this thing that comes up here, and it says you cannot you cannot create a demo bot. You already have reached your limit of free. So I wanted to do that to show you this, that we're only allowing you to have free demo bots running. Okay. So if you're a founder and you've got demo bots that you've been testing, my advice to you is just to terminate them all. Okay. So I'm going to click OK. And I'm going to close this because that's how you'd set your bot up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this screen here. Okay, I'm going to load this screen. Now, what you'd want to do is to terminate a bot, you come here, you come down to terminate bot. Doesn't lose you any money, doesn't do any. All it means is the bot stops doing what it was designed to do, and that was to trade for you, and it will just put it into the archives. It will just put it into this tab here. So if you're a founder and you've got access to this, I highly recommend that you go and delete all your terminate all your demo bots, because the settings have all changed now. They're all changed. And as you can see, I've made $78, and I want to bring me on to a presentation, okay, that I want to do quickly, and then I'm going to go to the whiteboard. The Zukul binary bot launch. When's it launching? Well, we're going to be launching to the general public in November 2018. Okay. Now, who will have access to the bot? Well, before the launch, only leaders and founders will have access. Okay. So if you're not a leader, you're not a founder, you won't get access to the bot until at least November, and it looks like it's going to be the end of November. To become a founder, we've got bronze level left. We did have platinum, we did have gold, we did have silver. They're all sold out. If you want to be a founder now, the price is 0.4 Bitcoin, okay? Now, you can, if you find that's a bit of a difficult payment for you to do in one hit, you can, of course, break that into small payments. All you need to do is to send in a Zukul support ticket, and they'll tell you about the installment method. Okay, this offer ends. Okay, this offer ends on the 30th of October 2018. If you're not a founder by then, you won't ever be a founder. Okay, the offer ends on the 30th of October, and if you want to be a founder, you need to contact support today. Now, press again. The offer ends on the 30th of October, or it might be the 31st. I'm going to say the 31st because it's written there. Okay, so I've added a date to it. Now, when we go live when we launch in November, only users, Zukul members, okay, because you can only get access to this binary option bot if you're a Zukul member, okay, and only users with beginner, intermediate, or advanced will have access to the demo bot. Okay, the demo bot. Those type of people will only be able to set up one demo bot each. Okay, once it's finished, you can set up another one. Once that's finished, you can set up another one. But you, as a demo mode, you will only have access to one demo bot. And the reason is we don't want to overload our server or the pocket options server. Once we do go live, okay, this is going to be limited. It's not going to be, we don't know how many people we're going to be able to invite, but I can tell you it's going to be it's not going to be a large number. Okay, at the moment, we're only giving it to founders and leaders, but when we do launch it, if you're lucky enough to get access to it, you'll have to be an active Zukul member. That means you'll have to have a paid up account, okay? And you can either be a beginner, an intermediate, or advanced. If you're a beginner, you're going to pay 0.15 Bitcoin to unlock it for 12 months. You've got a profit sharing of 50%. If you're intermediate, it'd be 0.12 of a Bitcoin, profit sharing 45. Advanced, 0.076 of a Bitcoin, profit sharing 40%. And again, it's going to be limited access. Not everybody in the beginners package or the intermediate or the advanced will get access to this bot. We're probably going to open it up to the advanced members first, if there's any that are not already founders. I mean, most of them are founders. And then we'll look at whether we're going to open it up to the intermediate and the beginners package. Okay, we will be handpicking some people. We've already handpicked those people. You will know if you've been handpicked. You would have had a personal message from me to say that you've been handpicked. The remaining places will be filled on a first come, first serve. So once we say that we're going to open it up for 50 or 100 people to come in and pay, it will be the first 50 or 100 people that pay that will get access to the bot. Now, as a founder and a leader, you won't pay this yearly fee. You get it free for life, okay? Your profit sharing is a lot lower than what it is if you're you know, a non-founder or non-leader. If you want to be a founder, obviously there's that 0.4 of a Bitcoin to pay, and that gives you lifetime access. If you want to be a leader, you need to reach out to, you know, send in a support ticket, reach out to us or reach out to me on Facebook. A leader is someone that can bring in at least 100 people into their business. And the proof's in the pudding. You have to bring the people in first. You know, it's not to say, oh, I'm going to do this. Can you give me access to it? No, that's not how it works. Okay. Now, when we bring out the smart wallet, we've got a smart wallet that's coming on. I'm not going to do a presentation on the smart wallet. To get access to that, it's going to cost you anything from 2 Bitcoin to 5 Bitcoin. This is an arbitrage mining smart wallet that's going to blow your socks completely off. I believe it's going to make the binary option bots look like a baby. It really is. It's going to cost you, as I say, if you want to get access to that. If you're not a founder, or a leader, you're going to need to pay 2 Bitcoin or 3 Bitcoin or 5 Bitcoin, depending on the package. You've got a 50% sharing of your profit done on a weekly basis. But of course, if you're a founder or a leader, you don't pay that 2 Bitcoin or that 3 Bitcoin or that 5 Bitcoin. You get access to it for life for free. Okay, you've got a profit sharing a lot lower than what a non-founder. As you can see, a non-founder has got 50% profit sharing. Okay, and they've got to pay that yearly Bitcoin, either 2, 3 or 5 Bitcoin every year to unlock the bot. As a founder or a leader, you don't pay that yearly fee. You've got access to it for life. Okay, the forex bot, when we bring that online, I'm not going to give you a date on the forex bot or the binary bot, the smart wallet. We will be releasing those dates, but I can assure you there will be a fee to pay for the forex bot, a yearly fee. If you're a founder or a leader, lifetime free. Okay, all you've got to do is do your profit sharing. You won't have to pay upfront fees to unlock the wallet. So only leaders and founders won't have to pay that fee. So if you want to become a founder, contact Zukul support today. Okay, I'm going to exit out of that, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to close that and come back over to Zukul. If you want to know where support is, when you're inside your back office, you'll have your name in the top right-hand corner. If you click on that, it will say support ticket. Click that, send in a message saying you want to be a founder, and they'll send you the information of how you become a founder. It's fairly simple. You make a Bitcoin payment and that's it. Basically, you'll get access to the bot. Now, what I can tell you is, let's just see, look, 78.13. So I'm going to come back over to the Hangout and I'm going to stop sharing. And at this point, I'm going to take a drink of water and hopefully you can see me. Right. So now we're back on the whiteboard. Okay. So we're back at the whiteboard. Now, founders, you're going to get access tomorrow morning. We're going to switch on your demo bots. Okay, so you'll be able to set up 3 demo bots at a time, because some of you have set up hundreds, and it's basically Pocket Options don't like because the demo bot works exactly the same way as a live bot. It makes trades. Okay, it makes bets, places orders. The thing is, Pocket Options have told us it's just too much, because you know we've only got 50 odd people, or a couple of hundred people, I think, using the demo bot. And some people have set up, you know, well over 100 bots. So we're limiting it to 3 demo bots. You can have as many live bots as you want at the moment. We may limit the live bots as well, but we'll let you know as we go forward. It's not our side. Our servers are big. Our servers, we sit on clusters. Pocket Options are aware, and they're going to be increasing their side of things. Okay, but right now we're limiting 3 demo bots per user. Okay, and if you're not a founder and you're not a leader, when you do get access to the demo bot, you'll only be able to set up 1 demo bot. Right, so I want to bring you back over to, this was my live bot. Okay, my live bot. Now what this bot did, it's already got $78.13. I set a goal of $20. But it's gone way past my goal. So what happens is, let me just show you. I want to do this. I want to put, my budget was down here. Okay, my budget was here. I don't know what my budget was actually. Let me just have a look at what my budget was. Let's go over there. My budget was for my live bot. The budget was actually, where am I? There, $20. Okay, the budget was $20. I've written it there as well, because my goal was $20 as well. Okay, so my budget was down here. Okay, this is my budget. When I click the start button on the bot's up here. Okay, so I click start. So there's a line there. That's the start line. Now I set a profit target of $20. Profit target up here of $20. I'm going to put that along in there. Okay, so what happens now is the bot, I'm going to use a green pen. Once you click the start button, once you start your bot, what happens is the bot will start looking at the charts. Okay, what's happening with the charts? You know, they're candles, aren't they? They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. So you get this pattern. You see, you get patterns that are forming like this. Now, providing that the candle doesn't, because every time the bot places an order, you know, it might place if I do it this way, if it might place an order here, might place an order here for the price to go up, but the price went down, so that would be a loss. So it could place multiple orders along this timeline of this chart. Okay, obviously that could have gone up the other way and touched this line almost. But once you've lost all this $20, okay, once that's lost, the bot would stop. It wouldn't trade anymore. It'd say, look, I tried, but I couldn't make you any money. I call this area here, between the stop loss and the profit target, the danger zone. Okay, that's the danger zone where we can't guarantee the bot's going to make you a profit. Okay, but the bot will do its damnedest to try. Now, what happens is, as you can see, I'm at $78.13 that I've made overnight. Okay, since 10:30 last night until today. At the time now is about 1 o'clock UK time in the afternoon. I set a profit target at $20, but yet I got to 78. And I also set my profit target, that setting. Let me just get the name of that setting because it's gone right from me what it's called. I think I've wrote it here. The stop loss level. I do beg your pardon. The stop loss level. I set my stop loss level, this thing here, to 50%. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Well, what it means is once the bot gets to this line here, the profit target, I'm going to get rid of this noise at the bottom here. Okay, going to get rid of this noise because we don't need that now because our bot's in profit. So now we're not interested in the danger zone because we're out of it. Now, what happens here is as soon as the bot hits here, so it makes a profit, okay, as soon as it's made a profit of $20, it triggers the stop loss level. Okay, the 50%. So what does it mean? What it means is the bot will now say, I'm going to bank out of that $20, I'm going to bank $10. Okay, so whatever happens, you're going to walk away with $10 profit. The bot will not lose that profit. Okay, will not lose that profit. It's locked that in. Okay, that's locked. It won't lose that profit on this particular bot. Okay, so what happens now is the bot's got, because I set 50%, 50% of that is $10. If I'd have set this to 10% or 5%, then obviously it wouldn't have locked me $10. It would have only locked me 10% of that, which would have been $2. If it was 5%, it would have only locked $1. Okay, so we don't want to, sorry, not this, totally wrong what I just told you. What this has done is 50%. Okay, this percentage represents not what it saves you, but what it's going to trade with. So if I'd have set that to 5%, what it would say is I'm going to trade with $1, 5% of that. Well, that would be no good, and I'll bank you 19. Okay, I'll bank you 19. So clearly 5% would be no good if I've got a profit target of 20, because 5% of 20 is $1, and that means that it's only going to trade with $1. So it could place one more order and then lose, and then that would have to stop the bot. So I wouldn't recommend that you set it to 5%. I think 50 is a good number, okay? And the reason why 50, because if I just get rid of some of this noise, if I've got a profit target of 20, okay, if I've got a profit target of 20, it banks 50% of that, so it can trade with 50% of that, okay? So what it does, it says I'm going to trade with 10 and I'm going to bank you 10. So now what happens is, how did I get to 78.13? Well, each time the bot gets into profit, okay, so it might hit another thing here, it might get to $30, might say it's earned $30. Now what it says, so I'm going to bank 50% of that, and I'm going to trade with 50% of that. So there's no way that you're going to lose the $15. I'm going to bank that for you. And it carries on trading, okay? It might get to $40. You know, obviously these are, I'm giving you round numbers, but it will be fractions of numbers, but it's a lot easier for me to do the the workings out. So it's got to $40. What does the bot say? I mean, it could be at 31, 32, 33. Each time it reaches another small milestone, it doesn't have to go up in these tens. It could be 31. It will say, okay, I'm going to bank half that, trade with the other half. Moves up again, I'm going to bank that, I'm going to trade with the other half. If you set it at 50%, that is. Okay? So as you can see, it would, if it got to here, it's going to say, okay, well now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bank, I'm going to get this, I'm going to move this lock, and I'm now going to lock for you 20. So now you know, once you see your bot's at 40, you say, well, I know I've earned $20. The bot's not going to lose. I can carry on with what I'm doing. It might go up to $70. And in my case, 78, okay? $70. So I know that once it got to this figure, because I set 50%, I'm going to get half of that figure, okay? So I'm going to get what? $34. $34 is going to be banked for me, and my bot is still going to carry on trading because it's still got another $34 to trade with, okay? So I'm hoping that this just keeps going up and up and up. But if it starts to go down, okay, soon as it hits a stop loss level of $34 in my case, the bot would stop, okay? The bot was, it's not 34, is it? After set is 35 plus it's $39, beg your pardon, it's 39. It's $39. So as soon as the bot got to $39, it would stop and say, I'm not going to trade anymore, but you have just walked away with $39 profit. Now, how good is that? How many bots can you say, when, especially when you're doing binary options? I've done it myself. You get right up in front, okay? You get right up in front with your trading, and then what you do is I'll just do one more trade, and you lose a bit. And then what you end up doing then is chasing your money, okay? This is the beauty of a robot. It's not going to chase the money. It locks in the profit, but if it allows the bot to keep moving up, keep moving up, keep moving up. And as I say to you, with your bot, if I just explain, once it gets to that profit target, because I want to make sure that this is clear, the bot needs to lock in round numbers, okay? So let's say you set it at 20. Let's just get this here at 20. It sets it, you've got your profit target set at 20. It reaches the profit target. It now locks $10, doesn't it? It locks the $10. This is the locking, the locked, okay, or banked, whatever way you want to call it. But basically, this money here is you're safe. You're safe. You're going to get this. So what it does, it moves up to 22. Okay. So what it does, it says, I'm going to do half of that because you've got it set at 50%. Then it moves up to 24. Okay. It says, I'm going to do half of that, 12. If you've got it set at 50%, then it moves up to 26 and 28 and 20. Each time it moves up to a round number and it says, I can bank half of that because it's a round number, it starts banking away. Okay, so it keeps moving up, keeps moving the goalpost, keeps moving that profit line up. Okay, and that is a phenomenal tool. And we've nearly finished that. Okay, it's partly in there and it's worked perfect for my bots. As a founder, you're going to get access to that tomorrow, and if you and that'll be tomorrow morning. We're going to let you have the demo. Okay, and then I'm waiting for you guys to let me know when you're going to get the live. So tomorrow's Thursday. My guess is let's let you run over the weekend of playing with the demo, okay? I'll try and do a video tomorrow to show you how to set up a bot and how to be smart in setting up your bot. The video that I do, again, it's not a recommendation to copy me because it depends on when you're watching the video that I do, but it won't be a live video. I'm going to do a recorded video. Okay, a recorded video, I'll just put it out there as a training video to show people how to set up their bot intelligently, because this bot is not going to create miracles for you. It can't predict the future. We can't guarantee that this bot's going to make you any money whatsoever. It's down to you. You as a human have got to tell the bot what you want it to do. It's not going to do all the work. There's just too many factors in place for the bot to set it all up itself. What you have to do a little bit of work, set your bot up. I'm going to give you, Darren's going to give you as well, full training on how to do that, how to read the charts and say, this is a good chart to trade with. This is what I'm going to set my bot up with. I'm going to show you all of that. I'm going to start doing those videos tomorrow, okay? I shall make the first video tomorrow to show you how to set the bot up, and then you'll be able to set up free demo bots, okay? Again, my recommendation is to set up bots that might be of the same pair, might be of the same pair. To be honest, we're in ground here that's never been done before, so this is not something we bought off the shelf. This is, I myself have traded for binary options for the best part of 2 years, basically, and lost a lot of money in that process of trying. The last time I started it when I was in Chicago, when I don't know whether you remember at the time that Bart was actually doing a training on it himself, and he says, he's going to be bringing something to the table. That never sort of materialized, but I started learning binary options and I lost a ton of money. I can remember sitting in Chicago in Starbucks trading and lost $1,200, and I built that fund up to just over 2,000, and in actual fact I lost the 2,000 and I lost another $1,200 of my own money. But I wasn't worried about that because it was a learning curve, and I've learned so much and I got successful with it. I could earn easily every day $200, $200, some days $500, $700. And my idea is I spoke to my business partner Danny and said, look, let me show you how I trade, and can you do something and make a bot that does what I do? And when we sat in my living room, he came specially to London. He stayed with me in my home. We were sitting in the living room on the dining room table, if you like, and I was just trading. I made $600 in front of his eyes, and he was gobsmacked, and he said, I can do this, I can do it. Let's get it put into words. So then my other business partner, Michael, helps me write the spec, gets everything out of my mind and puts it onto paper for the programmers to program it. So this is stuff, this is new ground, okay? This is new ground. This is not a robot that we bought offline and just plugged into. This is our own design. This has been designed by me with the programmer, Danny, my business partner, putting his twist on it as well. So the two twists have come amazing, and then plus we've got Darren's strategy that we've implemented part of it. We're going to be implementing another part of it, and we've tweaked and improved. And then about a week ago, we noticed there was something that we needed to do because the robot was placing the orders at the wrong time. We spoke to Pocket Options. It was their side that was causing the problem. That's now been resolved. Okay, so now you're going to get access to the demo bot if you're a founder, and then on Monday, I think we should give you the live access. I think you're going to be blown away with this. You really are. But let's do some demo testing tomorrow morning. It's going to be switched on tomorrow morning. So if you want to get access to the bot, you've got to be a founder. You've got to be a founder, or you've got to be a leader. I'm going to go over to here. Have we got any questions? If you've got a question, then if you could put it in the chat in capital letters. If you've got a question, I'll try and cover that now, and I'll just have a swig of water and do that while you're thinking of a question, if you've got any. So bear with me. I'll switch the camera off there because I'm sure you don't want to see me gulping at water. I've got a bit of a dodgy throat. Capital letters for questions. How do I know my Pocket Options account is connected to my bot? Well, when you get access to, if you're a founder, okay, I can't actually, I don't know whether I can show you. No, I can't. Let me have a look and I can show you. Let me just bear with me and I'll share my screen in a moment. Let me just get an account up. And then what I'll do is this one. Right, I'm going to log into this. And then what I'll do is I'll share my screen. Okay, so let me share my screen. So let me come over to the Hangout. Bear with me. So I'll show you exactly what's going to happen. Okay, now if you've, hopefully you can see my screen. So I'll just check with the Hangout that you could see my screen. I'm just going to look to see if it's there. If you've joined under, let me tell you, if you've joined directly with pocketoptions.com, you definitely cannot use the bot. If you've joined under somebody else's link, you have to join under the master account. You won't be able to use the bot. So if you've done one of those two things, there's a problem if you've joined directly with pocketoptions.com, because they're not interested in moving you because you came through their advertising, they believe. Okay, if you've joined under somebody else, there's a good chance they're going to move your account over to the master account. So hopefully you can see the screen. Now, if I look here and I come up to, when you log in, okay, this account, I've just given it access to the bot. Okay, you come up to the trading section, you come down to my betting bot for the very first time, and you're going to be presented with this screen. Okay, so you would put in here your Pocket Options email, okay, not your Zukul email, the email address that you've registered with Pocket Options. Now, if you haven't registered with the company link, you won't get access to the bot, okay? And you can't have two accounts on Pocket Options. What you can do is your wife or your boyfriend, your son, your daughter, or somebody else can have an account on Pocket Options. And what you'll do is you'll come to this screen. This screen does one of two things. It will check your account can be used, okay, or it'll create you a new account. So I'm going to leave this email address, okay, and I'm going to select my country. Select my country. Where am I? UK. United Kingdom, and here I'm going to put a password. Okay. Now, what this will do is, first off, it will check to see if you've got an account with Pocket Options, and if you have, it will tell you you can either use that or you can't. If you haven't got an account, it's just going to create you a new account. So my recommendation for you is to not go and join Pocket Options. Wait until you get access to this screen and join Pocket Options through here, okay? That way you've not made a mistake and joined under somebody else's link. And if you've gone to pocketoptions.com direct, you won't get access to this bot, okay? You're going to need to either open up an account in your wife's name, your husband's name, your boyfriend, your son, but they've got to be a person that's prepared to upload their documents for verification, because some accounts, not all of them, some accounts, if you want to withdraw, you're going to need to be verified, okay? Some accounts you don't have to be verified. I don't make the rules for Pocket Options. You need to send them, go on their live chat. They'll tell you, about their KYC policy. So if you are going to open up an account in your wife or your boyfriend, your husband or your girlfriend's name, they must know about it, and they must allow you to use their documents to get you verified, okay, so that you can do your withdrawals. All you do, once you put in your details, you click this button. Our system goes over to Pocket Options, and in this case, you see it says, our system has successfully created your account. It created an account, okay? It created an account for me in that email address under the master account, so that this account now can use the bot. So if I come up to here, it's now going to load me, and it's saying obviously at the moment the bot's not available, but as you can see, I've got access to the bot, and I'll probably use this screen to do some demo bots. I shall make a demo bot, but that's not until tomorrow, okay? So that's how you get access to the binary bot. So I'll stop sharing the screen. So if you've got any more questions about the binary options bot or what I've covered you in this thing, let me know. If you can run a demo bot, it's collected. Yeah, exactly. If you can run a demo bot, then it's connected. If you can't run a bot, as David says quite rightly there, if you can't run a bot, then it's not connected, okay? So if you've gone past that screen and it lets you create a bot, then you're connected. But as I say, if you've gone directly to pocketoptions.com or you've signed under somebody else, you won't be able to use the robot. If you've gone directly to pocketoptions.com, they're not going to move you, okay? They're not going to move you because they believe you've come through their advertising. So, there's been plenty of hangouts to say join under the company link, join under the master, but some people just feel that, I'm going to go directly to there and do it. Well, they've shot themselves in the foot because they're not going to be able to use the bot. So they're going to either have to get the wife, the girlfriend, the boyfriend to create another account and use that account for trading with, or not use it. That's as simple as that, But you can't have two accounts. It's no good you deleting your pocket options account, go and creating another one, because they won't allow you to do it. There's no good you creating another email address, go and creating another one, because they'll have all your details from the last one. They'll have your IP address, they'll have your name, they'll have all that sort of stuff. I know there's one person in particular who was told not to open up an account. What did he do? He went and opened up an account. He put all his name, his details in. He then wanted to know why he could have access to the bot. He then realized he had to move his account. But what he couldn't do was move his account, because they said, sorry, not moving your account. So what did he do? He deleted his account and went and opened up another account with a different email address, usually same name, same all his details. Of course, they're not donkeys, are they? Their rules are you can only have one account in your name. If you want to have an account and you've messed up for whatever reason, you're going to need to find somebody who will let you. You're going to have to go in partnership with somebody, either your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your son, your daughter, whoever it is, and open up an account via Zukul, because at the moment there's no point you join in with pocket options if you want to use our bot, because you don't have access to the bot. Only the founders have access to the bot. So my advice to you, unless you're going to trade yourself, then join under the link that we give out, which will be in the back office eventually, which I'm about to build a page tomorrow with that on. But if you're going to trade manually, then fine, you can do what you want. But if you want to use our bot, you're going to need to be joined underneath the master account. Okay. Now that wasn't our ruling. That was pocket options ruling. Obviously, they want to see how many people we bring into their business and how we're doing, So if you don't have any more questions, let me know if you have any more questions. If not, I will finish this hangout. I'll wait for no questions to go in there. But if you have got a question, then please put in please put in capital letters. So I'll just wait for 30 seconds for the hangout to catch up to see if you've got any questions. And while you're doing that, I'll explain to you here. Let me just tell you this quickly, because I said I'll explain it. This here, you see, if you see here, this particular bot, I set a profit target of 10, okay? But it stopped the bot at $8.03. Well, what that means is the bot got to $8.03. It got to there, and it just made a loss. It could well have been at $9. Could well have been higher than this, but the point is, the last bet was a loss. Okay, so because of my settings, I had a martingale setting in there. The bot knew that if the bet was bigger than what $1.97, it would go over the 10. You see, it would hit the 10. So my guess is the bot wanted to place an order of at least $3. So the bot said to itself, well, I've just lost. I've got to place another bet. The martingale system's telling me I've got to place $3. If I lose that, then I've spent 8, 9, 10, 11, free. So obviously it would have gone over the $10. So the bot is clever enough to know, well, if I make the next bet, am I going to lose even more of the profit? Okay, because if I do place that bet, because the bot can't tell the future, all the bot can do is say, well, that's the target. I've got to $8. Do I place another bet? My guess is that this bot was at $10. It must have gone over $10. It's something like that. And a $2 bet was placed maybe, and it took it to 802. And then it said, right, I've got to look now. The next bet that I'm going to do, will it take me down even further? It will say, yes, it will take me down further. So the bot said, I'm not going to risk any more money. I'm just going to stop. Okay. Now, that's a brilliant, brilliant feature. If you could see the power of this, it's just, I nearly swore there. It's just fantastic. It really is. So there's no more questions. So have a fantastic rest of the day. And the founders, those people that have had access to the bot, the founders and the leaders, you will get access to the bot tomorrow morning Probably, I don't know what time that'll be. I know Danny wakes up. He's a couple of hours ahead of UK. So my guess is that you'll have it about 9 o'clock in the UK morning. You'll have access to that demo bot. So I want to say again, if you've got access to the demo bot now and you're a founder, go and terminate all your demo bots, okay? Because we want you to start afresh. Forget what that is. Forget that. Terminate them, because I want you to be working with the new settings, okay? So have a fantastic rest of the day. I shall be making a video tomorrow to show you how to set up your bots correctly, okay? So I'll speak to you tomorrow. Tutty bye. Where's me hangout gone? I've lost me hangout, so I can't even say tutty bye. Tutty bye.